ओ ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकाय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवनं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणशिरघुनाथं वितन्तं सद्वैतं चैतन्यदेव पदं सगणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधिकान्त नमस्तुते। कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषाभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमति भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So Hare Krishna, today is very very auspicious disappearance day of His Divine Grace Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is one of the prominent acharya in our disciplic successor. He is our great grand spiritual master. Our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada's spiritual master is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati spiritual master is Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So today is very very auspicious. So material point of view, supposing your son is born, it's a very matter of happiness. But when he dies, it is a matter of unhappiness, inauspiciousness. That is material. But spiritually, there is no difference between appearance and disappearance. Somebody may raise a question, how a disappearance is celebrated, how a disappearance is so auspicious. Because in spiritual point of view, there is no difference between appearance and disappearance. Just like Krishna comes, appears, and Krishna disappears. His appearance, disappearance are transcendental. Similarly, the acharyas, pure devotees, they are representative of the Lord. On the order of Krishna, they come to execute or glorify or propagate Krishna consciousness. So for them also their appearance and disappearance is transcendental. They do not come according to their karma, just like we come according to our karma. Just somebody is Bill Gates, somebody is gatekeeper, somebody is prince, somebody is pauper, somebody is king, somebody is very under poverty. So there is a difference. Somebody is saint, somebody is sinner according to karma. But the acharyas, they do not come because they are representative of the Lord. They are sent by the Krishna himself. Therefore, in Vaishnava, according to Vaishnava principle, the appearance and disappearance of acharyas all auspicious. Just like sunrise. Sun is rising somewhere, sun is setting somewhere else. Similarly, the acharya, they disappear here, they appear somewhere to execute the mission of Krishna. So therefore, the sunrise and sunset both are beautiful. For their appearance, disappearance is same. But particularly the disappearance is more glorious as compared to appearance. Why? Just like Krishna's appearance, everybody knows that the God will appear. Therefore, all the demigods coming to the jail in Mathura when Lord was in womb of Devaki, and they are offering prayers. They know the divinity. They know before and God is coming. Incarnation of God or Supreme Lord himself, Krishna comes. So therefore, there is no disappearance of Krishna, Ram or Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because we know their divinity. It is foretold by the scriptures. But as far as acharyas is concerned, their appearance is not foretold. Therefore, we do not know their glories when they appear. But at the time of disappearance, their glories is manifested, is already revealed, disclosed. Therefore, the disappearance of the Acharya is more glorious than even appearance, because we know their glories now. We know their activities. Just like example, Indra, when Krishna appears, he came to the jail, Mathura jail, and he offering prayers. But same Indra, when Prahlad Maharaj in the womb of Kayadu, he wanted to kill. Of course, he was intervened by Narada Muni, but he wanted to kill because he did not know the Prahlad Maharaj is a Mahabhagavat. Therefore, the disappearance is more important, more significant than even appearance. So today is the auspicious disappearance day, Tirobhava Mahautsava of His grace, divine grace, Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So there is a beautiful pranam mantra. We will start with that. Namo gaura-kisoraya, saksad-vairagya-murtaye, vipralambha-rasambodhe, Padambhujaya namah. So the Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is a personification of renunciation, embodiment of detachment, renunciation. Vairagya-murtaye, full of vairagya. Boy means bigata or no. No raga. Raga means material attachment. There is no material attachment. Therefore, his vairagya-murtaye is the combination of renunciation, personification of Rupa and Raghunath Das Goswami. And vipralambha, he is always merging in the ocean of separation. Where is Krishna? Where is Radha? Where is Vrindavan? They are not like the Sahajya. They say, oh, I have seen Krishna, I have dreamed Krishna, I was dancing with Krishna. No. They are Acharya, exalted. They are looking, where is, they are feeling separation. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? That is the highest love of God. Highest expression, highest emotion. So, our Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is such exalted personalities. Why we are celebrating Acharyas, appearance and disappearance? Particularly Gaura Kishore Das Maharaj as appearance day we do not celebrate because we do not know exact date. Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj also appearance we do not know, but we know the disappearance day. So why we celebrate? What is the significance? Because at present conditioning stage, we are all suffering in this material world. We are caught in a fire. Sansara dava nalani daloka. Every day Mangalarti we are chanting. We are praying. The sansara dava nalani. The sansara, the material world, material life is considered to be a forest fire. So we are caught in a forest fire. We are burnt. So many kind of burnt. Small to big. But if this forest fire is full of burning, you cannot escape from the forest fire. Very, very slim chances. Unless there is a rain. So everybody is burnt. Somebody is burnt by adhyatmic, by his body, mind, by others, by calamities, by so many other things we are burnt. By birth, death, disease, old age. There are so many kind of burning is there. So together if we take all the burning, this is called a forest fire. So we are caught in a very forest fire. And we cannot go out because we need water. And forest fire is so huge that even a firefighter comes, it cannot extinguish the fire. It cannot extinguish. We need water, ocean of water. And Krishna is called ocean of mercy, Kripa Sindhu. But unfortunately, we cannot go to ocean. We are caught in a fire. Ocean also cannot come to us. Then how to rescue? We can rescue only if there is a copious rainfall. incessant rainfall. Therefore, it is said that sansara dava nananidha loko tranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam. If there is a rain cloud pouring the rains, then it can extinguish the forest fire of material existence. That rain cloud is brought by the acharya. Just like how the rain comes, it evaporates the water from the ocean and pour it. Similarly, the acharya are the via medium. They are via medium. They got this water of mercy from Krishna and pour on us, so that we can get out from this forest fire of material existence, forest fire of conditioning life. Therefore, they are exalted. Therefore, we show our gratitude. We are obliged to them. We are indebted to them because they are helping us to rescue from the forest fire. Therefore, we are indebted to them. We should show the gratitude. Therefore, we are celebrating appearance and disappearance day of the exalted Acharya. That is the thing. That is the main point. That is the significant point. So, Shastra says that here beautifully. Shastra say that how we will go to very nice. There is a beautiful books written by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur regarding this glories of Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So, before we go there, so we should see that how these acharyas are very, very what you say, very, very merciful. Then even Krishna, sansara sindhum atidustaram utishya. So here say that this, as I told you, for the person who is suffering in fire of countless misery, who desire to cross the insurmountable ocean of material existence, there is no suitable boast except cultivating devotion to the transcendental taste of narration of Supreme Personality of Godhead past night. So, if you want to get out from the suffering of the fire of forest fire of material existence, one should cultivate devotional service, and that devotional service is called mercy. Kalyana means mercy. So that mercy given by the Acharya. Acharya are the giver of prema bhakti. Krishna says, "Domara Krishna dite par." Nobody can give prema bhakti. Therefore, Acharyas are exalted. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna say that Acharyas are not ordinary people. They are non-different from me. You cannot take, oh, Acharya, oh, he is Acharya, is just like ordinary, but maybe little bit of higher. No, Krishna say that don't think that is an ordinary human being or it's like just like a mortal body. No. Acharya mam vijaniyan nav manyata karchit na martya buddhaya sutta sarvadeva maya guru. So Krishna say one should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all demigods. So Krishna say Acharya is myself. I manifest as a super soul, Chaitya Guru, to direct all the conditioned soul. And also I manifest as a Acharya outside. Krishna say that to Uddhava, I have another form as a Acharya. So I come as a Acharya outside. Oh my Lord, transcendental poet, expert in spiritual science, could not fully express their indebtedness to you, even if they are endowed with prolonged lifetime of Brahma. You appear in two features, externally as Acharya, internally as Super Soul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to you. See, Krishna comes as Acharya. A representative is as good as Krishna. So they come to deliver the embodied living being by directing him how to come to. Therefore, Acharyas are exalted. Shastra, therefore, recommends to every devotee, everybody should render high respect to the Acharya, high respect. Kapil Dev say that one should offer great respect. Mahatan bahu manena dinanam anukampaya. The pure devotee should execute devotional service by giving greatest respect to the spiritual master and the acharyas. Greatest respect. because they are doing the business of Krishna. They are missionary. They have come to execute the mission of Supreme Lord. How to deliver the conditioned soul, how to rescue the conditioned soul from the forest fire of material existence. Otherwise, they cannot be rescued. There is no way that we can rescue. There is no way. Therefore, Shastra is repeatedly glorifying, no, these acharyas are great. As long as one has to accept a material body with a different part and paraphernalia which are not fully under one's control, one must have a lotus feet of his superior, namely a spiritual master. Spiritual master, predecessor. Predecessor means acharya. So by their mercy, one can sharpen the sword of knowledge, and with power of Supreme Personality of God and mercy, one must then conquer enemies mentioned above. In this way, devotee should be able to merge into his own transcendental bliss. Then he may give up his body, resume his spiritual identity. So acharya helps us to resume our spiritual identity. So therefore, our Gaura Kishore Das Babaji is the greatest acharya in our disciplic successor. There are two kinds of disciplic successor. One is called seminal. Seminal means family. Just like Sukras or Sokrades, Sukracharya. Seminal, like my father is a judge, my father is spiritual master, son is spiritual master. This kind of thing actually we do not accept it. Our Acharya Parampara is disciplic successor. We have a disciplic succession for Sampradaya. Our Sampradaya called Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So we are from the disciplic, from Guru to Shishya, Evam Parampara Prapta. Krishna says Evam Parampara. Authentic process. So therefore, our Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is a very authentic disciplic succession of Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So there is a list of our Sampradaya. So here you can see that the list has been given. I think last introduction, there is a list of Acharya has been given, maybe in preface. So list of all these Parampara Gurus they were, and one of them is Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So therefore, one should celebrate, one should observe the disappearance, appearance day of Acharya. So we will now talk about the life of this great Acharya. So Vairagya-murtaye, he is so much, Vairagya means Vigata, Raga, no material attachment. Another explanation of Vairagya means Vishesha Raga, means very special attachment for Krishna. Simply detachment, but there is no attachment to Krishna, that is called Jnani. No. Bhakta are detached at the same time attached. So he is detached, but at the same time he is completely attached with Krishna. So Gaura Kishore Das Maharaj is born in Faridpur. Faridpur now at present, Faridpur is in the district of Nadia. In the district of Nadia. Sorry, district of, now it is Bangladesh. Bangladesh is Faridpur. He was 1838 something he was born. And at the bank of the Padma river. And initial stage he got married. There is a child marriage those days. So he got married, child marriage. Then his wife was killed. I mean, wife died actually. Some disease, wife died. Then he renounced. He did not have any child. He renounced. He went to Vrindavan. And Vrindavan he took initiation as Babaji Vesh. Babaji Vesh is very exalted, full of renounce. So Babaji Vesh from the devotee called Bhagavad Das Babaji Maharaj. He is the disciple, former disciple of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So he got initiated and he was there in Vrindavan 32 years, or almost 30 years. And he was like a Madhukar, he was begging and always absorbed in Krishna's pastime and searching about Krishna, where is Krishna, where is Vipralambha. In separation, he was engaged in devotional service. Then, on the order of when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu birthplace in Mayapur was found by Bhakti Vinod Thakur, 1893, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ordered him that, who is also Siksha Guru of Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he ordered him to come to Mayapur. So he came from Vrindavan to Mayapur. Mayapur, he led a life of very austere. He used to take cloth which is thrown in crematorium, corpse. He used to wash and wear that one. That was his renunciation, level of renunciation. And he used to take a pot which is like thrown away pot, clay pot. And every day he will bake some little bit of rice and water, put the Ganges water and take that one. His totally personification of renunciation. Of course, all the Acharya renounced in different way, like Prabhupada. Prabhupada also renounced, different way renounced. He has got so much money, 12 years, he came with $14, 40 rupees, become 40 billions dollar. But Prabhupada used all the money for the sake of Krishna. That is also renunciation. So different flavor of renunciation. Both are all renounced. So here he is very much renounced. He do not want any kind of things, any kind of material things. Not only that, he is very much strict in associating with people. He says that if you associate with a materialistic people, then your bhakti will spoil. It is better to take poison than associate with materialistic people. So there is a beautiful verses quoted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that is very much fit for the mood and characteristic of Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Mahaprabhu quoted these verses, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very nice verses. Niskancanasya bhagavat bhajanamukhyasya param param jighameshwar bhavasagarasya sandarsanam visayanam atha jositam cha hanta hanta visavakhyantapya sadhu. So here it is said that greatly lamenting, the Lord then informed Sarvabhaumi Bhattacharya, alas, for a person who is seriously desiring to cross the material ocean and engage in transcendental loving service of the Lord without material motives, seeing a materialistic engage in sense gratification, seeing a woman who is similarly interested is more abominable than drinking poison willingly. That means those person who is interested, who is very much determined to cross the ocean, he renounce everything. For them to associate with a materialistic person, even see a materialistic person, even seeing a woman is very much abominable, even more abominable than taking poison. Taking poison is abominable, suicide is abominable, is also condemned. It is more condemned. Why? Because drinking poison, it will separate you from your body to soul. You will die. But associating with materialistic people, you will be separated from the God. You will become atheist. That is more abominable, become atheist. Suicide is less abominable. Is abominable, less abominable. But mixing with, associating with materialistic people is more abominable, because it is separating from us, from God, separating us from the God, from the Krishna. Therefore, Mahaprabhu said that I do not want to meet the king Pataparudra. He is a sense enjoyer. Same thing applied to Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He will never like to meet materialistic person. One time there are a lot of materialistic person came to meet him, because they understood he is a very good sadhu, exalted. He was a very exalted sadhu. So by seeing that all the materialistic person coming and offering something and all, they want some kind of benediction, material benediction, he went to a toilet. He was in Kulia, there is one deep called Godrum Deep, not Godrum Deep, Kolwa Deep something. He went there in a public toilet. He stayed there for 6 months, did not come out. When the municipality officer come, he locked it. No, I am very happy. The smell or stinking of toilet is better than stinking or smell of the materialistic person. He told like this. That is his kind of renunciation. He do not want that kind of determination, that kind of embodiment of renunciation. Somebody came to offer him, somebody came to have a hospital cleaning. He told, no, no. Hospital cleaning, do not want anything other than if something which is enriching my Krishna consciousness and enriching my bhakti, that only I accept. Nothing else. So he never advised others also. Of course, he is a Bhajananandi. There is two kind of devotee. One is Goshtiyanandi, Bhajananandi. Bhajananandi are, they are alone. They are more engaged, stay in one place, they engage in the devotional service. They are very high class, top class devotee. Goshtiyanandi also top class devotee. But their primary focus is to increase the Goshti group. They make devotees. They come to the platform of preaching. Of course, they are top class. There are three class of devotee. One is neophyte devotee, very Kanishta Adhikari. Kanishta Adhikari problem is that they do not know how to conduct with other devotees. They do not know scripture. They do not preach. They only worship, belling, bell, ting, 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 bell, dandavat like this, dandavat class. That is stated in these beautiful verses in Bhagavatam 11 to 47. So, who are the Kanishta Adhikari? And Madhyam Adhikari, the Madhyam Adhikari has four things. He knows God. He is, although he is not so expert in scripture, but he knows scripture sufficiently. He knows God. He knows the devotees. He knows who are envious of Krishna. He knows the innocent people. So what he does, he does that. He behaves very nicely with other devotees. Those who are innocent, he preaches him to come to Krishna consciousness. And those who are envious, he ignores. Because if you preach them, they become more and more envious. So he ignores them. So that is called symptoms of second class devotee. First class devotee are, they think that, oh, I am the only non-devotee. All others are devotee. So whom to preach? So they do not preach. They himself execute that I am so fallen, let me intensely, so deeply execute devotional service. They are called first class. It is stated in 11 to 45, 46, 47, three class of devotee. So here it is saying that the most advanced devotee can see within everything the soul of all soul, the supreme personality of Godhead Krishna. Consequently, he sees systematically everything in relation to the Supreme Lord. Understand that everything that exists is eternally situated within Lord. So he sees everything, that Krishna is everywhere. So all are exalted devotees except myself. So therefore they are called Bhajananandi. Bhajananandi means they are happy in executing devotional service. Ananda means happy, blissful. Goshtiyanandi are second class. But sometimes the first class devotee come down to second class for the preaching mission. Just like Prabhupada. Prabhupada is a first class devotee. He come down. Bhakti Siddhanta, first class devotee. Even Bhakti Vinod Thakur is a topmost devotee, first class. They come down, they preach for the preaching sake. So our Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is a Bhajananandi, first class devotee. He stayed one place, executed devotional service. And he is so influential that although he is illiterate, he knows all this complexity of the philosophy. Why? Because it is stated that the scripture, the purport of the scripture can be understood those who have an unflinching faith in Krishna and Guru. Jasya deve parabhakti jatha deve tatha guru. Tasyati katitai arthat prakasante mahatma. Those who have two things, unflinching faith in Guru, unflinching faith in Krishna, all the purport, essence of, quintessence of scripture will be revealed to his heart, revealed to him. So therefore, everything he knows, every philosophically complexity he knows. Some people come and ask, even sometimes he used to go to Bhakti Vinod Thakur. There is a Bhakti Vinod Thakur Godrumdeep. He has got a ashram that is called Sona Sukhada Swananda Skunja. So he goes there, and every 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 2 hours, he hears from Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhagavatam. Sometimes there is a complex question, nobody can answer, and Gaura Kishore Das Babaji will answer it. Although he is illiterate, he cannot even sign. So therefore, the material qualification, academic qualification is not the criteria for getting this, understanding the scripture. Therefore, Krishna says that Vedesu dullabam adullabam atma bhakto. By atma bhakto, by bhakti only one can understand me. Bhaktyamam avijanati. With bhakti only one can understand me. Therefore, Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj has a complete, he knows the purport. Although he do not preach, but he knows the purport of all scripture. He has got two favorite books, that is called Prarthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika. Two books are very, very important books in our Gaudiya Vaishnava literature. Is composed, written by the great exalted devotee Narottam Das Thakur. So he, if somebody will come to him, ask how to attain Prema Bhakti, he will tell that the two way to get Prema Bhakti. What is that? Read these two books, Prarthana and Prema Bhakti Chandrika, and one can get everything, one can attain the Prema Bhakti. Actually, these books are very good. All the philosophies is encapsulated in these two books. So he did not accept any kind of disciple. He is very humility personified. He do not want any disciple. So, but somehow or other, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, son Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he approached him. 2 years he approached him. I want to get initiated. I want to make you guru. He did not. He did not accept it. Finally, by seeing that how much he is very determined, and he gave initiation. He gave initiation not like fire and all. Simply take the dust from the foot and throw him. Although he himself illiterate, he accepted one disciple, that is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. He is a Vaikuntha man. He is such a learned acharya in our sampradaya, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So therefore, see, sometimes we do not understand, the materialistic do not understand why this people is sitting in the toilet, he is taking loin cloth, he is having pot, thrown away pot, discarded pot, he is taking food. They cannot understand their activities. It is stated, these beautiful verses, that very difficult to understand their activity. Even the most learned man cannot understand the words, activity, symptoms of a person situated in love of Godhead. In next verses, it is stated that even a most learned scholar cannot understand the activities, symptoms of exalted personality whose heart of love of Godhead has awakened. They cannot understand why he is like crying, crying, crying. Why is so much renounced? For whom he is crying? They cannot understand ordinary people. Therefore, it is said that Vaishnava or Kriya Mudra, nobody can understand their activities, their symptoms. They cannot understand. They bewilder. They bewilder actually. So therefore, our Acharya Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is such a great Acharya. So we will read little bit of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur word of glorification for his Guru. So here it is said that in this beautiful book called Karnamruta, Babaji Maharaj, biography of Babaji Maharaj. This is a book, actually is compiled by the it is compiled by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So it's a very authentic books. So let's see a little bit of introduction. The description of the exploit of Vishnupada Paramahansa, Srimad Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, are certain to bewilder materialistic person. For one who is under the sway of worldly desire cannot enter into the mystery of the deeds and thought of person fully immersed in spiritual consciousness. Just like as I told you, even a most learned scholar cannot understand the activity symptom of an exalted personality whose heart of love of God is awakened. A two kind of realized devotee of Krishna, Bhajananandi, Goshtyanandi. I already told you, both are liberated. But liberator Goshtyanandi stepped down from highest transcendental, behave in such a way which is intelligible to ordinary conditioned jiva, with a view to inspiring them to take up devotion of Krishna. Both are topmost, but those who are Goshtyanandi, Parivarjaka Acharya, they come down to, they are those who are topmost devotees, they come down to Goshtyanandi because they want to preach. Sometimes the devotees, they do not understand the topmost devotee, what he is trying to do, why he is not accepting anything, why he is in toilet, why he is chanting in the toilet. So they cannot understand. Therefore, sometimes topmost devotee come to the second class platform to preach this ordinary people so that they can take up Krishna consciousness. So here is telling that generally Madhyamadikari, the preacher of the generally do not step down the platform Madhyamadikari. The preacher of moderate spiritual advancement, remaining is immersion. So this is all we have already discussed just now. So now we will go to the Gaura Kishore Das family life renunciation. So we can see a little bit of Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj appeared sometime in the 1830 in the district of Faridapur, adjacent to the place called Tepokhola, in the village of Vagyan in East Bengal, or what is known as Bangladesh. He appeared in that village which is situated on the bank of Padma river, and the son of Vaishya, most probably called as Bansidas. According to one biographer, however, Bansidas was the name of Srila Gaura Kishore Das Babaji before he took to the renunciation. During his boyhood, his mother, father arranged a marriage for him. He remained in household affairs for more than 20 years. While a householder, he worked as a broker in the grain business. But even at the time, he exhibited his spirituality. After the demise of his wife, Srila Gaura Kishore Das, Gaura Kishore left his business, went to Vrindavan. There, he approached Srila Bhagavad Das Babaji Maharaj, one of the foremost disciples of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and accepted from him traditional Paramahansa Vaishnava Babaji dress. After this, he became completely renounced and sojourned under the trees of various parts, 168 miles Brajamandal circle of Vrindavan. He continuously acted thus for a period of approximately 30 years. During this time, he would sometimes travel to the holy place of pilgrimage in northern and western India, as well as Gauramandal, the circle of Navadip. He associated with Srila Swarup Das Babaji Maharaj in Jagannath Puri, whose ecstatic activities were recounted by Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur in his autobiography. He also associated with Bhagavan Das Babaji in Kalna. He went to Kulia, the holy site of Srila Jagannath Babaji Bhajan, and associated with Sri Chaitanya Das Babaji. All of these Babaji were pure and exalted devotees. Srila Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj became very famous among the great devotees of Vrindavan, was awarded the appropriate title of Bhajananandi. Even though he received such honor, he never endeavored for even a modicum of material sense gratification, and totally disapproved the secret material desire of pseudo renunciation. He was entirely removed from such inclination, would perform his pure and unalloyed devotional pastime, and alone in a profound devotional way. Although some people, they do that because they want the name fame. Pseudo religionist, impostor, just like Putana. Putana came as if she is going to feed Krishna, she is going to serve Krishna, but his intention is not actually serving Krishna but killing Krishna. Similarly, some of the exalted so-called devotees, they nowadays, they are thinking that, oh, they have like exalted devotees, they are showing externally exalted, but their main intention is not. Main intention is name, fame, so many other things. But our Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj was not like this. He is truly a renunciate. He do not want anything, not for the name and fame. Therefore, he did not accept any disciple except Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, due to the constant insistence from Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who was his Sikkha Guru. So in his 1897, during month of Falguna, when he was in his 60s, and at the time when Yogapith, birth site of Chaitanya, was revealed by the exertion of Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Gaura Kishore Das Prabhu proceeded to Navadip Dham from Vrindavan. Under the instruction of Sri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, from this time until his disappearance, Srila Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj remained in Sri Navadip Dham, living in different villages, realizing the non-difference from holy place of Vrindavan. He begged by gathering dry foodstuff from the householders of Holy Dham. He would sometimes offer those foodstuffs to Supreme Krishna and to Godhead by simple expedient of holding them in his hand. In order to cook, he would collect dry wood from path, and he would wash earthen pots discarded by the villagers along the roadside near the Ganges river on the occasion of eclipse. Due to the effect of an eclipse, such pots were considered impure or unusable. In order to clothe himself, he would go to the shore of Ganges and collect and wash discarded cloth that had been used to cover the corpse at the burning ghat. Thus, he always remained independent of the support of others. Simply by utilizing items of no value to anyone else, in such a manner he obtained practical necessity of life. That is the way of how the Acharya they are showing. Necessity of life. Nowadays, artificial necessity. Artificial necessity. We don't need, but I want to use. I want to. In 1897, Bhaktivinoda Thakur constructed his place of bhajan on the bank of Saraswati at Godrum, island of the nine island of Navadip Dham, which represents Kirtan, recitation of names and glories of Lord. That ashram, which was called Swananda Sukhada Kunja and consisted of moderate two-story house, several small outbuilding and walled compound, was a gathering place for the exalted soul. Previously, it had been the site of Lord Nityananda's Namahata, the place whence Lord Nityananda inaugurated his preaching exploits in Bengal under the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And the Thakur recited explained Srimad Bhagavatam, and that topic is regarding conclusion of devotional service. Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj would come and hear those talks with great delight. That Thakur often cited behavior of Sri Gaura Kishore Das to elucidate the meaning of the word nirapekha, indifferent. He often discussed the unequal renunciation, pure devotion, attachment to Krishna that Babaji Maharaj displayed. In the days of Thakur retirement, the two souls met associated in great happiness. For some time, Babaji Maharaj stayed in Surabhi Kunj and performed Hari Bhajan. His room, which adjoined the wall of Kunja, has been preserved by Babaji Maharaj's display of fervent enthusiasm upon hearing the discourse of Thakur. The only possession were tulsi beads, and he wore around his neck and the tulsi mala rosary. He kept his hand for counting his beads. He also kept a few books such as Narottam Das Thakur Prarthana Prema Bhakti Chandrika. Sometimes he wore a torn cloth, sometimes he went naked. At that time, he would utter harsh sounds of disgust of no apparent reason. Even though it appeared that Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj was not a learned Sanskrit scholar, still the purport and conclusion of all scripture were luminous in his heart and character. Dasya deve para bhakti. Those who have unflinching faith, automatically the conclusion and the purport of the scripture will be manifested or luminous in the heart and character. It was never possible for anyone to solve him, for he was never willing to accept any kind of service from any person. Whosoever witnessed him unearthly genuine condition of renunciation was reminded of the pastime of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. All kind of divine power opulence were always waiting at his command, ready to solve him. Sometimes such power would be manifest in the form of his appearing to be omniscient. He was always able to reveal the deceitful nature lying within the heart of pretender. Although a person resided outside his immediate purview, Srila Gaura Kishore Das could elaborately and scrutinizingly reveal the person's cheating nature, because he was in direct contact with super soul. This ability, however, was not his principal virtue. He exhibited the highest standard of devotion to the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Because of his exemplary character, he was recognized as a personification of deepest degree of separation from Lord Krishna. Therefore, he is called vipralambha-rasambodhe. This is what distinguishes him from the most other Vaishnava who had spread the luster of his lotus feet. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has written, many young, clever, old, learned, foolish, proud, reasonable person came into contact with Srila Gaura Kishore Das Prabhu. Yet they could not realize his real identity. This is indeed the mystic opulence of devotee of Lord Krishna. Many persons came to consult with Srila Gaura Kishore Prabhu about their insignificant desire. They would always get suggestions, but those suggestions were usually cause of their disappointment. Innumerable persons accepted the Babaji dress, acted as a devotee of the Lord, but actually they were impostors, far away from being real sadhu. The Gaura Kishore Das never accepted such a false way of life. His sincerity was apparent in itself. Loving attitude was such that even when he obtained very opulent, offering his renunciation predominated. So here, see Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, what a genuine devotee. People do not understand. That is the problem. Acharya's activities, their character, they cannot be understood by the normal people. So sometimes there are two aspects. Sometimes he will criticize the impostor, cheating, deceit and duplicity, because deceit and duplicity is the foremost impediment for our liberation, for our attaining prema bhakti, love of Godhead. Therefore, sadhu used to use harsh word. to cut this duplicity and deceit. Just like you need something hard, you need a knife, sharpened knife to cut. Similarly, the sadhus, sometimes they say that why sadhu is speaking so harsh. If that is the criteria that he could not speak sadhu, then whatever the Hanuman, whatever the Arjun, they are not qualified to be devotees. But they are considered as exalted devotee. Hanuman got angry. He spoke very harshly to Ravan and burned the Lanka. That is devotee. If somebody is blaspheming Krishna and is pure devotee, one should fight, not that one should smile. Okay, you are right, I am also right. No, that is neophyte. They do not know scripture, therefore they do not protest. Arjuna could have initially avoided, but when he learned Bhagavad Gita, he understood that, no, I should not be lenient to Bhishma and Drona, please, or Duryodhan. I have to teach them lesson, destroy them. Therefore, one should decimate, like how Hanuman decimated. If there is any discrepancy, if there is something they found very abominable, they should speak very harshly. That is not the symptoms of the exalted devotee, that if you do not speak, then you are a flatterer, you are a cheater. If you do not speak harsh word to your associate, to the devotee, to any other your juniors or anybody in that matter, then you are a cheater, you are a flatterer. There is a verse is there. One should not do like this. If you see that there is somebody is cheating, somebody is blaspheming, one should immediately one should counter argue. Oh, why you are doing? You don't know Shastra? What is this? A wise person should not enter an assembly if he knows the participant they are committing an act of impropriety. If having entered such an assembly he fails to speak the truth, speak falsely or pleads ignorance, he will certainly incur sin. If you know that somebody is cheating, there are so many Baba, so many religion is coming out, sprouting up like mushrooming, they are all impostor, simply deviating their path, drifting the people away from Krishna. One should stand and speak, preach against them. At the same time also he preach the glories of the Lord. The two aspects is there. If somebody does not speak, then he is as it is said that he is condemned. He is sinful, he is condemned. So therefore one should not do like this. One should stand against this, all this impostor. Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is standing against this preacher, against these things. He is very criticized. Even Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, Srila Prabhupada always say, rascal, rascal, rascal. One of the devotee mother is asking, why Prabhupada is a great saint, is telling rascal. Then his devotee telling, because they are rascal, so Prabhupada is telling rascal. Because call a spade a spade. We should speak the truth, although unpalatable. This is the better for them. This is better for them. It is a medicine, because bitter the medicine, better the cure. If medicine is bitter, then cure is better. Therefore, it is stated that anyone who fails to immediately leave the place where he hears criticism of the Supreme Lord or his faithful devotee will certainly fall down, bereft of his pious credit. One should protest. Yes, this is rascaldom. Sometimes people criticize the acharyas also. Even Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, he was criticizing all this materialistic. I don't want to see. You get lost. You are all cheater. Sometimes the people do not understand what kind of sadhu, why he is speaking so harsh. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati also very speaking harsh. Therefore, Shastra say the harsh word of sadhu is a blessing in disguise. Just like Narada Muni is cursing Nalakubera and Manigrava. That is a blessing in disguise. An intelligent person should therefore reject all bad association, instead take up the association of saintly devotee. Why? Whose words cut off the excessive attachment of one's mind. The sharp word will cut off, because our mind is so much attached to material things. It becomes so hard, and we need a sharp word, sharp thing to cut. Therefore, the sharp word criticism by the acharyas, when they criticize, It should not be taken as, oh, what kind of acharya. No. Actually, it is blessing in disguise. One should be very happy. Mahaprabhu, uh, when he was chastising to whom? Chastising to somebody, I forgot the name. So he was very happy, because unless one is concerned about other, he will not chastise. We cannot chastise any Tom, Dick, and Harry. So therefore, Acharya is concerned about all living entities. So in general, they have no personal enemy. Nirapeksha. They are nirapeksha. They are neutral. They have no friend, no enemy. These symptoms of Ajata Satru. They are Ajata. They know such no enemy for them. No friend also. Everybody is a part and parcel of the Lord. They see like this. Samah sarvabhuteshu. They are nirapeksha. Therefore, they speak the very strong word. At the same time, they also give the solution how to come out from this forest fire of material existence. Therefore, the last verse I will show, and we will end this. There is a beautiful verses. It is stated here. Nirapeksham munim santam nirvairam samadarsanam anubarjante ham nityam pujyate angirenu bihi. This is spoken by Sri Krishna to Uddhava. With the dust of my devotee lotus feet, I desire to purify the material world, which are situated within me. Thus, I always follow the footsteps of my pure devotee, who are free from all personal desire, wrapped in thought of my pastime, peaceful without feeling of enmity, and equal disposition to everywhere. They are equal disposition. Therefore, Krishna is giving a high pedestal to such a devotee. He wants to purify the material world. Therefore, he sent them as a missionary work. By the touch of their footstep, it will purify the material world. So their presence is so good. They appear, they execute their mission, they disappear, they appear somewhere, again execute the mission. So Krishna is putting them a very high pedestal, that I want to purify the material world. So they have a come to mission, they have a mission sent by Krishna to purify the material world. So Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj is such a exalted personality who appeared so that we will stop appearing or stop taking birth in this obnoxious material world and undergoing the excruciating, painful, repeated birth and death. That is the mission of Acharya. They appear to stop our appearance, stop our birth, death, disease, all this business. Therefore, they are very exalted personality. And on this very day of Utthana Ekadasi, Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj left his body in Navadip, and his samadhi was there, but because of Ganges river overflowing, it was washed away. So some part ingredient of the samadhi was brought by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, established in Chaitanya Saraswati Matha. If you go to the Navadip Dham, Mayapur, you can see his samadhi is there. His Pushpa samadhi also there in Vrindavan. So on this very auspicious day, auspicious disappearance day of his divine grace Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, we should pray to get the speck of the mercy from such a renowned personification, such an exalted Acharya, so that we also renounce from this material attachment. Because you cannot get bhakti without jnana and vairagya. Bhakti means the jnana, vairagya will be there. Otherwise, it is cheating. There is no bhakti. So, automatically when you do the bhakti and jnana should manifest. But if you are not sincere, it will not manifest. So we should seek that we should get the prema bhakti of Krishna, which is the ultimate goal of everyone. Thank you very much. Jai Srila Gaura Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai, Vaishnava Thakur ki jai, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.